Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoot. And let me get a drink of water real quick. Excuse me. We're back with week 6 of the UAL Universal Analyst League Season 2. And we face the Baltimore Raikous. So, yes, the Baltimore Raikous face off against the Blackmont Raikougars. Battle of the Thunder. Seriously, wait till you see how this battle starts. Anyways, he had a fucking monster team. Literally. Monster. These are all monsters in the format. And I prepped pretty good in my opinion. Showed it to my buddy Blue Victini, and he said that it looks solid, looks like I can win if I play right. So what I'm gonna do here is if he leads with okay, it doesn't matter what he leads with, I'm leading with Ditto. If he leads Darmanitan, I switch. Okay, let me go over this first. He brought Darmanitan, Meshbright, Excelgor, Megalopunny, Latias, and the Magnezone. Brought Mamoswine, Weezing, Ditto, Mandibuzz, Alakazam, Mega Alakazam, and my boy Garchomp. So I'm leading Ditto no matter what. I can scout anything. Of course, I see all movesets, and I can scout anything. So if he leads Darmanitan, I switch into my Garchomp. If he leads Megalopunny, I go for the Fake Out before he does. If he leads with the Latias, I just gonna Dragon Pulse or drop a Draco, whatever his moveset is. And if he leads this, which is probably a Stealth Rocker, probably a Spiker, I'm just gonna set up Stealth Rocks with this. And I want to trade Stealth Rocks with him, depending on his moveset. If he has something like U-Turn or something, I'll U-Turn maybe. Depending, I don't know yet. And if he leads with the Excelgor, pretty much, if he's got the final game, I'm going to go for it first, because I have more HP than him, because I'm max HP and he's probably not. And I'm going to kill it with the final gambit, unless he's Sash. If he's Megalopunny, I'm going to Fake Out. And if he is the Magnezone, he's probably carrying Hidden Power something. And I will catch that, and I have the IVs to have Hidden Power Ground, so I'm going to knock him out. And like I said, Battle of the Thunder. I'm going to lead with my Ditto, and he's going to lead with his Magnezone. And as you just saw, I hit him up with the Hidden Power, and he drops to Sturdy, which is kind of surprising. I figured he'd have Magnet Pull, which is pretty cool because that means I don't have Magnet Pull, meaning I can't trap him. So pretty good prep on his part. And he switches in his Latias here, and I'm going to switch out to my Manabuzz, which is designed to take this thing on no matter what it wants to do. And here I'm going to misplay a little bit. Well, we're going to go back and forth for a second. Like I said, back and forth for a second. And then he's finally going to switch into his Excelgor. So I was thinking maybe he was going to set up his spikes or something. So I was just going to see what he's going to do. Maybe go for a final gamut. And I was just going to roost it off. But he goes for the U-turn into his Mandibuzz. And I'm going to switch out to my Garchomp. And you're going to see I'm not going to take this. Okay, if I'd have stayed in, he dies and gets no damage on my Garchomp. But, which is bad for me because of Darmanitan being such a threat and Megalopunny. And at this point, I can't live a Flare Blitz. I can't. But I am able to knock out the Magnezone. He brings in the Latias, and I'm going to go right back into my Manabuzz. He goes for the Ice Beam. Gets a head start on trying to break me. But again, I'm just going to stay in. And here's where I'm going to misplay. I should have roosted here and then taunted, but I taunted, and now it's a roll to knock me out. So I switch into my Mega Alakazam here. I'm going straight for the I outspeed. I'm set to outspeed even though I'm modest. And of course he shows some good prep there with the Cassib Berry. And I go for the shadow ball. I lied. I'm not modest. I have enough speed to outspeed that Selgor. And I have protect. This means I can scout. He goes for the U-turn. So I'm able to switch into my Garchomp here. And he's going to take even more damage. Here's where things are going to get a little tricky. I'm up 6-4. I'm setting up my rocks. So I'm faster than the Mesh Sprite, which means that my Ditto, of course my Ditto is, but that means my Mamoswine is too. I was just scouting his set there, and he also has the Ice Beam. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch into my Mandibuzz here and take this thing off. Latias is gone, I don't really need it anymore. So Garchomp and Mesh Sprite, or Mandibuzz go down to the Mesh Sprite. I'll bring in my Mamoswine here. Excuse me. Bring in my Mamoswine here, and as you can see, I missed my Icicle Crash. So he's able to hit me for 44% damage, meaning that this Icicle Crash with recoil plus this Psychic and another Icicle Crash makes me die. So if not for that, I could still be at a reasonable amount of health, maybe 2 more Life Orb hits or something. So I bring in my Ditto as he brings in his Darmanitan, and here I'm willing to risk the speed type. The reason I brought in my Ditto is because if he brings in his Lopunny, I'll fake out. If he brings in his Selgor, I don't know if I'll become a Selgor because it's going to die on rocks. But if I do, I'm Choice Scarf at Selgor, which outspeeds his entire team. And if he brings in the Darmanitan, I'm going to risk the speed die. If he brings in the Lopunny, I'm going to fake out and then switch into my Weezing. But he brings in his Darmanitan. I'm going to risk the speed tie here, and I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. The reason I did that is because any chip damage on the Darmanitan is good because rocks are going to severely whittle it. Plus, I have another Rocky Helmet user with my Weezing. I'm going to bring in my Weezing here. I'm going to eat up this, well, I wouldn't say eat up, it does over half. But with a Rocky Helmet recoil, I drop this Destiny Bond. Forces him to switch his, sack his a Selgor, which is good for me and kind of bad for me. I almost switched into my, okay, so with rocks up, Rocky Helmet damage, and Flare Blitz recoil, Darmanitan doesn't have a chance to Choice Scarf sweep my Alakazam. It doesn't. It can't. So I'm going to force him to switch his sack as a Selgor, and I was going to switch into my Mega Alakazam right there on the same turn, and then click Protect on the Fake Out or the Flare Blitz. Okay, so if he goes for Flare Blitz on my Alakazam, I use Protect and then switch out into my Weezing. And if he uses Fake Out, I use Protect and switch out to my Weezing. And so he brings in his Darmanitan again, and he's going to go for the Flare Blitz, and he's going to die to Rocky Helmet. So now it comes down to Mega Alakazam, which takes 51% from Fake Out if he's adamant. With my investment, it takes 51%. Max Roll, 51% from Fake Out, and 51% from Quick Attack. And right here is what okay, I've seen him run Sub a lot, but Sub doesn't make sense against my team because all of my Pokemon can break its Sub. All of them. So I'm going to click Protect, hoping he goes for the Fake Out. If he goes for Sub, he wins. And he goes for Fake Out, meaning a Quick Attack, Max Roll. He needs a crit to win here. A Quick Attack, Max Roll does 51%, but he does not pack Quick Attack, and I knock him out with the Psychic. So we have a great game there with the Baltimore Raikous with, of course, Ranger W. We get a 1-0 victory. We move to 4-2 in the league, and I think we're at top of our division and top of our conference now. So from just taking a little bit more time to prep and focusing during the battles, and more so just trying to have fun with the prep and have fun with the battles, it's more successful that way is what I'm trying to say. It's almost Thanksgiving. Just wanted to say shout out to the Confusion, shout out to all the guys in the league. Stay Musical, because of course he keeps up with the league and stuff. Shout out to you guys. Thankful to be a part of the league. Thankful for you guys to just be my friends. Thankful for all the Pokemon community on Twitter, on Nintendo Miiverse, all the passerbys that come on the DS, all the showdown opponents. Really, really thankful for Pokemon in general. I've played this since I was old enough to, hold a handheld device. Love this game. Never thought I'd be playing it at this age. Of course, I'm not old. I'm just 23. But yeah, that's what it's about. It's about having fun. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the community. And yeah, leave a like if you like. Comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.